Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Behind Space channel. Today I'm reading from a Torah or a Torah book. It includes the first 5 books of the Bible in the Old Testament and every Torah. The Torah existed before the rest of the chapters and were attributed to Moses recording them as instructions from God. We are in chapter 13. You'll see the Hebrew on this side, the English translated directly from the Hebrew on this side. I read the English. I don't know Hebrew. Occasionally I will throw out a Hebrew word that I learned from my studies, but I don't speak Hebrew. So we are starting in verse 29. And if there is a man or woman on whom arises a plague on the head or on the beard. Now, because we read from left to right and Hebrew is from right to left, the pages also turn like manga. So it's like you're turning backwards, but you're turning forward. And here we start at verse 30. Then shall the priest see the plague, and behold, if its appearance be deeper than the skin, and there be in it yellow thin hair, then shall the priest pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scale, and it is leprosy of the head or of the beard. And if the priest see the plague of the scale, and behold, its appearance be not deeper than the skin, and there be no black hair in it, then shall the priest shut up the plague of the skull 7 days. So they're being quarantined to see what develops. And if the priest shall see the plague on the 7th day, and behold, the skull have not spread, then there be in it no yellow hair, and the appearance of the skull be not deeper than the skin. Then shall he be shaved, but the skull shall have not shaved, and the priest shall shut up the skull 7 days more. So they'll be completely shaven. And for the ladies, their beard below the waistline will be shaven, except for the area that's infected and being inspected, because they're looking for the yellow hair. Now, the yellow hair means that there's a disruption in the tryptophan enzyme. And that's what's causing the yellowing of hair. Now, yellow hair can be caused by other things, but I'm sure they were aware of that. And the priest shall see the skull on the 7th day, and behold, if the skull have not spread to the skin, and is not deeper than the skin, shall the priest pronounce him clean, or her, and he shall wash his clothes and be clean. But if the skull should spread abroad in the skin after his being pronounced clean, then shall the priest see him, and behold, if the skull have spread on the skin, the priest shall not seek for his yellow hair. He is unclean. So if it's spreading, there's no need to look for the yellow hair. And if the skull have remained stationary in its color, and black hair have grown up therein, the skull is then healed, and he is clean, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. So all he has to do at that point is wash his clothes. So Uh, Leviticus keeps taking us into other skin conditions. We've done boils and burns and scalds and rashes. I think we've done rashes already, but we will get there if we haven't. And they used a very good system of quarantining people outside the camp that had anything that might be contagious. Their main concern was leprosy. And leprosy could evidently come up in a burn or a boil or these other skin disruptions, and were carefully examined over and over before the person was declared clean and could go back into society. I hadn't said this in a few videos, but once you were declared unclean from any kind of skin condition, you were set apart. You were not able to stay with your family, with your tribe. You were set out either by yourself outside the camp and or with other people of the same skin condition, with other lepers. I don't know that they categorized the leper colonies. If you had, say, a boil that had gone bad, that was constantly not healing, and you got placed with lepers, and your boil wasn't really leprous, you would get leprosy. So it was kind of a death sentence. And leprosy is affects your nervous system, which is another reason your hair can turn yellow. The condition itself, or actually, I shouldn't say this. I haven't studied Hansen's disease properly, but it seems to me that vitamin B12 deficiency is involved, which also can turn your hair yellow if you have a vitamin B deficiency without leprosy. So it's, does the vitamin B12 deficiency cause or contribute to the leprosy, or does that just happen because you have the leprosy? But either way, that can turn your hair yellow. So that's another reason your hair can turn yellow. I haven't consulted a dermatologist about Leviticus 13, but I think it would be good reading for them. I'd like to hear a dermatologist read through Leviticus 13 and 14 and explain everything that's going on here. I have looked at a few little items here and there related to it, but, I'm no doctor. I'm not any kind of medical professional. I just read the Bible and try to glean from the Bible wisdom. Now, if I ever see yellow hair on myself or a loved one, I'll know that there's some kind of breakdown or vitamin deficiency going on there. So it is increasing my wisdom about skin conditions, even though it's kind of gross. But, that happens. We are getting closer and closer to Halloween, where the gross, the macabre, the, what is it, the gory are more sought after in this time of year. But you all have a wonderful and blessed day.